Welcome back. Lazing around and watching television after dinner was part of my daily routine. Same. It might seem like a waste at first glance, but you could say it was an important time when I was able to accrue knowledge of everything from politics to economics to various trivia. Same. After dinner was valuable time well spent while the brain was at its most supplied with nutrients. You idiot! It's obvious that Tokyo Tower is taller! Ah! Today I tested my knowledge of trivia by watching my weekly quiz show. Sitting in front of the television, I was able to get a lot of the answers right. But if I were actually up on stage, I'd probably fail miserably. Same. Keiichi! Phone call from Sonozaki-san. Okay. Sonozaki? That's Mion. It was a little late for her to be calling. I had a bad feeling about this. I had a hunch it was something to do with club activities. She was probably going to inform me about what we were doing tomorrow. This was Mion we were talking about. She might even go so far as to say we're doing club activities right now, so hurry up and come over. By the way, it was 8 PM. Yellow? No way we're having a club battle right now. Huh? That's not it. I mean, it was Mion, but it was a very un-Mion-like way of talking. Huh? Could it be? Sorry, could it be you're not Mion, but Shion? That's right. Good evening. I'm sorry for calling so late. For Mion, this would have been an ill-fittingly polite way of talking. But since it was Shion, it was natural. Even though they were both the same person. With a dry smile, I enjoyed that mysterious feeling. What? No, it's fine. What's up? Kei-chan, do you like sweets, like cakes or desserts? Yes. There was no way I hated them. I'm an unabashed glutton. That's great. Actually, there's a new dessert contest this summer. What? Looks like they have a new dessert menu every season. So they were hiring taste testers for potential desserts. I want to do that. The desserts at Angel Mort have a good reputation. It's pretty difficult to get accepted as a taste tester. I'll get right to the point. Ta-da! You say ta-da, but I can't see you over the phone. Still, could it be? That's right. I have a taste testing ticket right here. If you don't mind sweets, how about it? When you say how about it, you basically mean, with that ticket, I can eat all the new desserts I want. They say to beware of honeypots, but this is sweeter than any pot of honey. All you can eat free dessert. No way! If you're okay with that, I'll register you as a taste tester. When you come to the restaurant tomorrow, just give the person in charge your name. Then everything will work out. When you say everything will work out, you mean all you can eat? For free? Yeah, it's free. There's quite a bit, so I recommend you come hungry. Oh, I am in. This was such a delectable opportunity, it was almost scary. This was really Shion, right? It wasn't Mion posing as Shion in order to bait me into a trap, was it? What am I saying? They're the same person. Yeah. I know exactly what you're thinking, Kei-chan. You're thinking this is too good to be true, right? Eep! I mean, I would never. Snort. He. I heard from my sister, but you're somebody who really can't tell a lie. I'm not adverse to someone like that. He. What? Shion laughed with a voice that sounded a lot like how Mion would laugh. It's not like I was intending on it, but it just so happens that my shift ends early tomorrow. If it's not a bother, I thought maybe we could spend a little time together after I'm done. Your shift ends early tomorrow. Yeah, so while you take your time eating dessert, I'll finish up. Well, I didn't have any plans anyway. I don't mind hanging out with you for a bit. It's not like we have to go anywhere. I was thinking we could cool off in the evening while we take a walk. There was no reason for me to refuse. Out of courtesy, I might as well take her up on her offer. By the way, Kei-chan, you and I have been meeting up every day, haven't we? Now that you say it, I guess we have. Since you said okay, we have an excuse to meet again tomorrow. Huh? What was Mion saying? Ahahaha. Kei-chan, your voice just cracked. What's the matter? Snicker. It wasn't a video phone, but she could tell I was beet red. Well then, you should definitely come tomorrow. I'll take my leave here. Good night. Good night. Shion, finished with what she had called to say, ended the conversation without any chit-chat. As it should be. When I returned to the living room after hanging up the phone, the TV was already off and my mum was sleeping in the rocking chair. Not feeling like turning the TV back on, I went upstairs and returned to my room. I've only been receiving favours from Shion, haven't I? That's a weird way to say that. She brought me a bento and saved me when I got involved with those thugs. She was supposed to be a different person so I could thank Mion at school. Come to think of it, she'd probably just say she'll pass it on to her sister. I have to thank Shion directly. Tomorrow, I have to repay her somehow. Alright, new tip. Details of the Delinquent 3. Mob mentality achievement. Alright, just why ya arresting us? Bull, Lego a me. It's a me, a Mario. Kuma-chan, you can let go of their arms now. Here, please, sit down. The three people rubbed their arms painfully. Kumatani-kun and the others must have been squeezing them pretty tightly. No, Don't get me wrong. I haven't arrested you or anything. Kuma-chan, go get me something cold from the fridge, please. Would you like your barley with foam or without? They plunked down onto the reception sofa, and despite not yelling anymore, they still had dangerous expressions. What I'd give to be young again. I'll drink even if you don't, you know. Excuse me for helping myself. Beer is best when you drink it on the job. Indeed. As he downed the beer with glee, the three people exchanged glances, then finally reached out for their cans. They hadn't stopped being cautious, it was more like they didn't see a reason to refuse. They each opened their cans and began to drink the contents. Where'd you guys come from? You're not from around here. They looked at each other again, suspicious of whether they should tell him. Are you all college students? Friends on a trip? You were probably travelling on bikes or something. Sounds like fun I wish I was having. You don't live close by, do you? Where did you come from? Osaka, perhaps? What's it matter to ya? Now, there's no use trying to intimidate me. You would have all been in trouble if I'd left you there, right? They seemed to recall the thrilling event from earlier. While they could understand getting surrounded by students or a gang or something along those lines, they would never have been surrounded by locals both young and old, both men and women before. It was easy to imagine how scared they must have been. If you were from here, the people of Hinamizawa wouldn't have done anything to you, no matter what you had done wrong. They're all special. Not in the sense of parents not wanting to get involved in their children's fights. If one person gets bullied, the village will come out in full force. That's not just an idle threat, you know. They couldn't argue against that. They themselves had been surrounded. They'd seen it with their own eyes. There was no doubt about it. Around these parts, if the people of Hinamizawa give you a glare like that, you'll simply get demoned away and no one will hear from you again. You'll suddenly disappear without a trace. Do you all have families that would get the police to search for you if you went missing? If not, then that's bad. You'll vanish, and that'll be the end of it. Even then, we got there soon enough that nothing happened. If we'd been late, things could have taken a turn for the worse. If they'd been forced into an alleyway, these young men wouldn't be sitting on a couch right now. They might be lying on an autopsy table. Well, probably not. Anyway, perhaps they'd be a little more cooperative if we found them as corpses. Rude. How did you all get to Okinomiya? By train? By bike? Bike. That's not good. They're still parked there, aren't they? If you go waltzing in to get them back, they might really gang up on you. Hellsat? We'll take 'em all. Calm down, calm down. Why are young people these days so quick with the shouting? You don't want any more trouble, right? Tell me the bike license plate numbers. I'll bring them here for you. Kuma-chan, please borrow the loading truck we use for traffic disasters. Got it. It's fine. We'll get them ourselves. Do you really want to get surrounded again? The police may not be fast enough to save you this time. It's fine, innit? If we surrounded, they're gonna get knocked down. Hey, you three. You're drinking the barley with foam, right? Try turning your engines on. I'll arrest you on the spot for drunk driving. Oh, got him. You. That's effing dirty. Your tax dollars will be put to good use in bringing all your bikes back here. Quit complaining and tell me the goddamn license plate numbers, you pieces of The three were hesitant to tell him the numbers. They were mumbling something along the lines of not remembering them since they'd just bought the bikes. Well, that's what I thought. Ha! Kuma-chan, go with the truck and bring the bikes back. Get the tough-looking red Yamaha, the one with the broken right tail light, and the white one that had the packing tape stuck to the seat. It's those ones. They belong to you, right? They didn't answer. Those must be the right ones. Oishi-san, the truck is here, so I'll get going. Yes, please do. Wait, Kuma-chan, hold on. One more thing. What's up? Look up the numbers. You don't want to bring the wrong ones back. The three people's faces changed color. They made themselves very easy to understand. Let's take it easy here until your bikes get back. There's more beer, you know. We have some snacks too, oh hell yeah. Wanna watch TV? Yeah. There's probably nothing on though. Oh. Nah thanks, we's leavin'. Don't wanna hang here forever. Suddenly there were 5 or 6 huge officers surrounding them. Huge! Their clearly overpowering stares nailed them to the sofa. What? What did we do? Going on a trip by stealing motorcycles, huh? Students these days have too much time on their hands. Get wrecked? Continue. I knew we wouldn't be doing any club activities after school today before Mion even said anything. I'd been invited over by Shion for an all-you-can-eat dessert. I made a point of leaving half my lunch uneaten. My expectations would only be rivaled by my hunger. Keiichi-kun, you seem kinda happy today. Did something good happen? Did it? I guess it was obvious. Rena had questioned me with a happy look. That's right. Why don't I invite Rena for dessert as well? No, if I recall correctly, Shion said something about having a ticket. At worst, the restaurant might be admission by ticket only today. If that was the case, then having Rena be turned away at the door would result in the worst feeling ever. Yeah, I got a little lucky. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Rena, you'll definitely be jealous. Whoa. What is it? What is it? I'm jealous. This lucky thing. Is it cute? Is it? Cute? I wonder what Rena would think of the uniforms at Angel Mort. Indeed. They'd definitely be a critical hit. Probably. It's probably pretty cute. Wow, I'm jelly. What is it? What kind of fortune were you blessed with? Huh? Could it be you participated in the draw at Angel Mort about 2 months ago? And won? Hey now, I hadn't even transferred here 2 months ago. Oh, that's right. Then it's not the Angel's Dessert Festa then. Mi-chan, what's the Angel's Dessert Festa exactly? You know, there's that family restaurant called Angel Mort right by Okinomiya Station. Every season they hold an event to promote their new dessert menu. That's today. Oh, it's no use going. The restaurant is reserved for people who won the draw. Mion explained once again what Shion explained to me last night. Rena will have to stop by the restaurant sometime. I'll do my best to draw a winning ticket and aim to enter the next all-you-can-eat event. Ahahaha, knock yourself out. By the way, this is just something I heard, but there's a rumor that the tickets are being sold on the black market for a pretty penny. Hearing that story, I felt even more appreciative of the ticket that Shion had procured for me. I'd just thought I was lucky to be able to eat dessert for free, but it turned out that the ticket was much more valuable. The number of things I had to thank Shion for had increased again. Thanks, I didn't know it was worth so much. I whispered in a voice only Mion could hear. That was how I conveyed my feelings. Mion looked at me for a moment before she tilted her head to the side and smiled confusedly. What? Did you say something? It would be a problem if you said something to me right now. That smile seemed to be telling me as much. I guess Mion wouldn't be accepting any gratitude while she was Mion. I'll go to the restaurant. Today I'll thank Mion while she's Shion. Well then, this old man will take his leave here. The work today is going to be a little rough. Later. Mion waved her hand energetically as she left. Hey, Keiichi-kun. Mi-chan has been kind of weird lately. Like she's elated or something. What? You think so? Lena was pretty sharp when it came to these types of things. To me, Mion seemed the same as always, but Lena apparently felt something different. You don't know, Keiichi-kun. I totally thought you knew. Lena's skirt fluttered as she spun around with a coy smile. No, what exactly? I was obviously weaseling my way out of the question, but I wasn't lying. Honestly, I didn't really know what was going on. Why did Shion, a persona of Mion that she'd created, appear before me? Something was blatantly up, but Lena paid it no heed. Oh really? I wonder what it is then. When Mi-chan is in a good mood, so is Lena. Ho! Saying that, she spread her arms wide and spun around happily. I didn't know why, but Lena was in a really good mood. It was so infectious that I had to smile too. Even the chirping of the cicadas seemed joyful. Hey, they said cicadas. But, you see, Lena abruptly stopped spinning. Her expression had returned to a more somber one. You see, Mi-chan, lately, she's been in a lot of pain. What do you mean? Pain? The pain that Lena was talking about probably wasn't physical. At first, she tried to pretend it wasn't a big deal. But, like a wound, it began to fester. Ew. Fester and grow. That's gross. Eventually, she was no longer able to bear the pain and woke up in the middle of the night. Wait, what? Is she stalking her? And then she phoned Lena. Mi-chan was crying. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Huh? What is Lena talking about? What? Hey, don't play dumb like that. Just now you said, I don't know. Lena doesn't know anything. How? What? Lena spun as she laughed innocently. Eventually, she appeared to get sick, stumbling as she steadied herself with her hand against the wall. How? The room is spinning. That was dumb. That's what you get for getting carried away and spinning like that. Sorry. How? I think I feel sick. I'll lend the ditz a shoulder to lean on. To be stumbling around like a newborn foal at this age is quite a feat. Lena, in a good mood, only babbled incoherently after that. I laughed as I responded to and chided her. However, the chance to revisit that heavy topic Lena had brought up before never arrived. I can't speak today. As soon as I got home, I tossed aside my school bag and changed in a hurry. The effects of only having a light lunch were starting to show, as my stomach began to let out fickle growls. Alright, let's go. To Angel Mort. It's time to face the land of endless dessert. Hell yeah. Preparations for battle are complete. Tally-ho! Angel Mort had a decidedly different feel to it compared to yesterday. Dessert festa today, admittance by reservation only. Nonetheless, the front of the store was being swarmed by over a dozen young men. Judging by how they were looking upwards in jealousy instead of entering the store, they weren't invitees. Why would they gather here if they knew they couldn't get in? I found out the answer when I passed through the crowd and began to climb the steps to enter the restaurant. Are you a participant? Do you have a ticket? Yeah. Well, I was lucky. As soon as I said that, I was immediately mobbed. It was like being in the middle of a football scrum on a crowded train. Who's playing football on the train? What is going on? Their reason was this. It wasn't just one ticket per person. One ticket could let up to 4 people inside. He could have invited Rena. You monster. So it's like that, huh? Seems I should have invited Rena and the others. See? Thanks for the tip. But I'll pretend I didn't hear it. With an uplifting smile, I turned and ignored them. When I did, their arms all reached out at once, like the souls of the dead seeking succor. Is that how I pronounce that? That ticket can admit up to 4 people. Please bring us with you. What selfish people. This was the only reason they were crowded in front of the restaurant. Dozens of wretched arms reached out for me like the teeth on a giant rake and grasped at the air. I was already climbing the stairs to the entrance. What a heartless dick. Indeed. Grab him. This isn't something to joke about. I flew up the rest of the stairs and threw myself inside the restaurant. It was like I had entered a different world. The miserable throng of the damned hurled curses at me from the other side of the glass door. But inside this completely soundproofed and air-conditioned restaurant, with the angelic smile of a waitress to welcome me, they were nothing more than a refreshing piece of scenery. I knew that I shouldn't laugh, but I began to let out a sinister cackle. These are how you react to things. In a normal, human way. Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mort. Due to today's dessert festa, the restaurant is reserved for customers who won the draw. Could I ask for your name and ticket? I don't have a ticket, but I should be on the guest list. Mayabara. There it is. I'm sorry, but may I please have your full name? Keiichi Mayabara. My apologies for the inconvenience. You're here by special invitation, right? I'll show you to your seat. Please, this way. The mood inside the room was incredibly heated. What? The booths were packed to the brim. It looks empty. Men in their prime were stuffing their faces with dainty desserts that didn't suit them at all. It was a rather unnerving spectacle. Why are we gatekeeping desserts? Hello? Soon after I was shown to my seat, Shion arrived. Oh, she's in the outfit. Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mort. Hey Shion, thanks so much for today. I really appreciate it. You were a bit late, so I was getting worried. I'm really happy you came though. It may have been because other customers were around that her tone was less casual, but she still capped off that welcome with her usual brilliant smile. As you can see, there's a lot of customers here today. I'm not sure I'll be able to take a break. Please take your time and relax until I'm finished. When I'm done, let's go play somewhere, okay? Whispering just that last part into my ear, Shion winked and returned to the kitchen. Maybe it was because the mood in the restaurant was so heated, but Shion seemed a bit bolder. Even a small change in her mannerisms was enough to set my heart aflutter. Sorry to keep you waiting. While I was overwhelmed by the atmosphere inside the restaurant, orders from the new summer menu were carried out one after another. Every single one was extravagantly huge. That's what she said. I get it. You can eat all of these amazing things for free. No wonder a ticket was worth its weight in gold. On top of that, all of it was plenty delicious. From dishes with a general appeal to insane ones aimed at a specific audience, there were absolutely no gaps in their repertoire. No matter how you look at it, I don't think one person can eat this much. Watch me. Well, let's just leave it at that for now. It didn't feel relaxing in here at all. Probably because the fervour inside the restaurant was clearly abnormal. All the other booth seats were crammed with groups of 4. Sleazy men were gorging like pigs on cutely decorated desserts, and it wouldn't have been a surprise if they started licking the plates. Ew. It was more than a little unsettling. It piqued my interest, so I started listening in on their conversation, and what things I heard. Pant, Angel Mort, so moe. Ugh, my skin is crawling. Me? I bought my ticket for 70,000 on redacted auctions. I told Zwerk that I's attending a relative's funeral. Why do these people talk like this? The uniforms here are the greatest. I wonder if the waitress would wipe it. Oh, no. No, I'm not reading that. I respect myself too much. No, I heard they're planning on selling Angel Mort figures. We'll have to pay heed at the next Wonder Festival. What? They's sell used Angel Mort uniforms on the 4th floor of Redacted in Akiba. But they's cost 280,000. Holy dooly. 'Tis an absurd price. And Mull cost 80,000. When Brobuck closed down, the going rate for theirs was 12,000. That's the price for used ones. Knockoffs are less than half of that. A knockoff from Redacted is fine with me. I wonder if they'll start selling them. Stars. Then I'll put it on mine life-size figure I did buy off Redacted for several 100,000 stars. Yes. If I can wake up every day to an angel from Angel, that'll really get my gears going. Oh, why? The words spilling out of their mouths were pretty much all incomprehensible jargon, indeed. None of that made sense. But they still keenly conveyed that hidden behind them was an invisible aura of abnormality. Thank you for making my skin crawl. Sorry to keep you waiting. The next dessert is Tropical Cinnamon Love Affair. Oh, yes, I'm intrigued. Is something the matter? Ah, no. It's kind of different inside the restaurant today. Our restaurant is pretty famous in their circles. In their circles. Well, we were aiming at that, so it's all well and good, stars. But during festas, they're something of the more hardcore crowd, so it can be a handful, stars. The waitress informed me quietly with a wry smile. The customers seem rather riled up, almost like a pack of hyenas. Seems a lot of the customers today came from unreasonably far away. Those types of people are fairly prone to losing their self-control, so it's a little scary. If you don't keep your guard up, something bad can happen. What did she mean by keep your guard up? Oh, at that moment, a large crash resounded through the room. I turned around, startled, to see that a waitress had fallen down and spilled the order she was carrying right onto a customer. Wait, isn't that Shion? I'm so sorry. Your food is, Oh, what have you done? The jeans that I bought at a certain specialty shop for a whole 108,000 yen are all sticky. Oh, why? What the hell is that? Indeed, truer words were never spoken. What the hell is that? For somebody who just met with disaster, he seems awfully happy. Yes, with his $20 jeans. How tragic. It seems that little Miss Waitress here will have to wipey. Oh, I'm throwing up in my mouth from the bottom of her heart. Ugh. The conversation suddenly veered off in an odd direction. Ugh. Hey, what did he say? Wipey? Did he want Shion to wipe him down? Get the hose. The power hose. Right over that obviously aberrant no! But that is, oh no. Wipey. The chant quickly spread throughout the room. Totally cornered, Shion went pale. She looked over to a more experienced waitress for help, but was only met with a head shaking out of pity. Just get the power hose. Sonozaki-san was tripped. Customers who do that to purposefully get their clothes dirty have been on the rise lately. Ah, so you're saying she was tripped, then what happened just now wasn't an accident. It was on purpose. The regular girls are careful about it, so they definitely won't end up like that. But Sonozaki-san is only a seasonal hire, so she had her guard down. The customers today could easily pick up on that, so she's been targeted since this morning. What's the manager doing? He should just kick those thugs out. We're in the service industry, so there's not much we can do about it. She laughed as she said that in a resigned tone. Shion trembled uncontrollably with a dishcloth in her hands as she turned bright red. The man who had been doused in frosting. No. Still mentally unprepared, her trembling hand inched forward, goaded on by onlookers. Come, it's the time for the wipey. From my male point of view, it might have been a ridiculous spectacle I could just smile wryly at, but from a woman's point of view, this was obviously pure humiliation. Oh, you think? You reckon? Truly? Humiliation? No. When I was trapped by those thugs and had been paralyzed with fear, Shion fearlessly stood up to them and saved me. Still, as humiliating as it was, Shion was also partly to blame for this, and it wasn't as though her life was at stake, right? Are you serious? Even these guys, they were just going to jeer at her in a bit of a lewd situation. It's not like they were going to eat Shion alive or anything. Oh, this is so problematic. It'd be alright if I just consoled her. Oh my god. Seriously? Oh. Disappointing. Even I was scared, but Kei-chan was in trouble, so I had to be brave and do my best. When I, a man, was being assailed by 3 thugs while paralyzed with fear, Shion saved me without a second thought. What about now? These sleazy, filthy degenerates were trying to pin the blame on Shion. This time, our roles were reversed. Hey, Keiichi Maebara, if you don't save her now, when will you be able to repay the debt you owe her? You scared, Keiichi Maebara? At that time, Mion, didn't even show a hint of hesitation. Then what about now? I'm not hesitating. Then what? If you're not hesitating, then why aren't you helping her? Now, resign yourself to your fate. Shut up, you greasy fat ass. Get him! Get out of here before I get angry. I grasped Shion's shoulder firmly and pulled her behind me. You greasy fat ass. Kei-chan, it seems you don't understand. Yonder waitress was the one who wet mine pants. Oh god, that's so gross. Why do they talk like that? This is her punishment. The one who needs punishing is you. Enough with the empty words. If you're a man, talk with your fists. Quapow! Thud smash! My body was lifted into the air like nothing. I was thrown right back into my own seat. This guy is strong? No matter how you look at athletic, this lardo aren't even in the same code. Same area code, here. Many otaku are unexpectedly well versed in some obscure martial art. Don't be misunderestimating us, stars. Milady, let me show you my blade. The man smirked, showing off his gum line. Kei-chan, are you okay? Damn it, how lame must I look right now? You were tripped, weren't you, Shion? They're the ones in the wrong here, so don't let them take advantage of you. That may be, but it was still my fault. Whoa, one more time. Let's do it. Snap, thud, crash. Don't you go thinking that this is enough to make me give up. One more time. Whack, snap, thonk. Ho ho ho, you're all talk. I'm not done yet. Rise my will to fight. Mwah! Not just running, I planted every one of my steps firmly as I closed the distance to the lard ball. Each time I ripped my foot off the floor, I could feel my burning spirit flare up from the point of impact. Everything slowed down like I was walking underwater. As I stepped forward in that viscous flow of time, I calmly measured the gap between us. Alright, we're going to end this episode right here. Things got really gross at the end there, I'm not going to lie. This is incredibly ew. But, join us next week to find out whether Keiichi is going to have his butt handed to him again, or if he's going to get that lard ass. Indeed. I'll see you guys again next time. See ya.